just wanna be with
All right, so we are out here this evening prepping for the weekend. Going over some welding stuff that I got for Christmas. Let me show you guys what I got cooking. So this is what we got cooking. New CK torch. Makes this SSC. This thing is supposed to be a thumb control. And I guess they're pretty awesome. New cover here. Got an adapter. Got some TIG tubes here and some new gloves. So, kind of little treat to myself, but my folks and my wife got me most of this stuff. We're going to be jamming this weekend. It is supposed to be Armageddon winter here, which is like some snow. For the rest of the country, it's nothing but. I don't know if you guys can see this, but broke my wheelie bars. That's probably easier to see. They need a slip joint there. I didn't know that. We're going to remake them. We got these brand new to me race jacks that we had to modify. Pretty excited. Never had these before. This is going to be like a total game changer. I'm just too cheap to buy stuff like that. And I got a good deal on them. So we're also going to put a burst panel in the side of this old school billet elbow. Make it a little safer. I currently don't have one because I like to party. And oh yeah, let's keep going here. Mac Fab crushed it on these. So I guess the inside's not going to be able to see. Not going to be able to see yet. But yeah, I hope to have a really productive weekend. It's my daughter's birthday, so we're going to have like a sleepover with a bunch of screaming girls. So I'm looking forward to maybe spending a little time out here. Yeah, we got some work to do on the Nova. We haven't touched it since September. Just fired it up. Kind of kept some fresh methanol in it. But it's ready to get a little love. It's going to get a bigger tire. It's going to get a new ECU because we've been running a Holley HP. We went pretty fast on the HP. I get a lot of shit for not having a Dominator. You know, just race on a budget. So we finally got a Dominator. We're going to get a G meter, and everyone needs to look the fuck out because here we come. I'm just teasing. I'm not that cocky. But, you know, we might be a big suck this year because it's a new car. And we only got a couple of passes on it. And it needs a color change. And it'd be cool to get like a carbon wing. But yeah, wallet only goes so far. So we're gonna get this other Hemi put together. We're gonna stuff it in there. And that way this one needs connecting rods. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't have the money for some connecting rods right now. And it can just sit on a stand in here. And then I'm hoping I can freshen it. I just don't want to spend all my money before the season starts, but so I'm hoping we can just freshen it in the summer, winter, and then plug it in for next season and just kind of have a rotation. Because this thing not only needs rods, but the heads need freshened. I'd like to just sell these heads and then put the new X1 Noonans I got on there. But we'll see. Those heads need freshened, and by the time you buy valves and stuff, I might as well just buy them for new heads since I got a good deal on those. So anyway, yeah, just checking in with everybody. I'll probably just compile this with a whole bunch of stuff, so stay tuned. I'm going to try to do a better video, but we'll see. So project number one today, Saturday morning. It's cold, freezing rain outside, pretty sweet. Project number one is a sweet little 5/16 Amazon chrome socket, 3/4 drive, scrap piece of tubing. We are gonna make a strut socket so we can tighten front struts, physically mount them. Yeah, there's not a good way. Like most people just kind of hold on to the shaft. And I saw Yancey Rodriguez had posted something about making a tool like this, so we're going to give it a poke. But you got to tighten this nut. You got to hold the shaft. So we're going to make a little tool. That is project number 1. So stand by. All right. Don't mind my sweet wishbone fixture. I'm just going to get this off the table a little bit. And yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet. Alright, so got my new Miller gloves. Miller would never sponsor me. I'm like a mediocre welder at best. I haven't tried any of the new controls for my welder that I got for Christmas. My new torch, nothing. Haven't tried any of this stuff out. So it could be an epic fail here. Oh. A little too much gas. I broke my regulator, so I had to throw back on the factory Everlast, and it leaves a little to be desired here. I keep thinking, I guess it's got a normal pump control on here, so I keep thinking that I'm going to have to I don't know about this. I feel like I'm kind of lousy. This thing's really sensitive. Okay. Well, it's nice and super cold. This thing works really sweet, but it's super sensitive. And my thumb, and it's cold out here, and my thumb is like, yeah, I'm not gonna work right, bro. But with the power up, definitely. I don't know if I'm gonna want to show you guys this. That's not pretty. Should just get my old foot pedal out, but man, I'm never gonna get better using this cool new thing. And I'll tell you, it would have been nice to have this when I was doing some tubing. Definitely not a TIG welding how-to. Yeah, watch me bump this thing 500 times and flash burn myself. I don't care. No one watches my channel anyway. But I appreciate you guys watching it. I make lousy videos. Got a couple of fans. The gas valve stuck on. Come on, baby, shut up. All right, too much heat. Yeah, just kind of a really C quality weld here for my tool. Yep, ready to work though. Not even lined up straight, or it's pretty awesome. Good job, Gabe. But we're working into it. This is why we're not doing anything important. So, project number 1 done. All right, so project number 2. Project number 2 is anti-roll bar links. I made them for the Nova. The ones that were on there were too long. The anti-roll bar was hitting the frame. I have a really light spring in the back because that's the best, and they're hitting the frame again. So my anti-roll bar link is literally going to be about that long. So gonna get some tubing, gonna make that up. Probably gonna put my foot pedal back on here so I can burn these together good and do a good job. Yeah, and we're just gonna keep plugging away. I also have, I want to mount my icebox tranny cooler in the Nova. It was out of the Dart. My buddy Greg made me the most absolute bitchin' portable tranny cooler, which I'll show you guys. But I want to have, I've been burned down. I want to protect my transmission. They're expensive. So, and dragging around ice isn't the worst thing in the world. So, all right. So I actually bought TRZ's anti-roll bar links. They're the biggest that I could find. They were also a good deal. And since I already used them and used the rod ends, which I'll be reusing on this, I called them up and ordered some more. These are actually just got on their website. So this is some leftover link from that. And I'm just going to measure these up. And then, yeah, we'll cut that. So about an inch. We'll just make these about an inch long. And that'll butt these up end to end. Got a left and a right, and a left and a right. Drill a couple of holes here to rosette weld these, and then we'll have some new shorties. All right, we're back. Look at those cute little things. Ready for 3,000 horsepower, 2,500 horsepower? I mean, yeah, of course they are. Of course. Yeah, so here's what we're going to be dealing with here. Look at that, man. My luck, the rod ends will probably go through and touch each other. It's possible. So, Yeah, these things are ready. Yes, I'm gonna get my foot pedal out here. Got some spares in case I got to do this again. Alright. Now for all you guys that don't have hair, you know when it's 30 degrees, you put that welding helmet on. Woo! That's nice. It's like jumping in a cold body of water. It's nice. Alright, so here we go. So take these things out. Got my foot pedal. Since I can't use those thumb controls. Like I said, I am no TIG welder. Mediocre. But if you want to learn how to TIG weld halfway decent, just buy a race car and have no money, and you'll learn how to do all kinds of shit. I used to have my buddy Greg do everything for me, and just when I got some cash, I first bought a drag start, like Everlast suitcase TIG welder, built a whole set of headers with it. It was horrible. The worst thing I've ever done. Look at that. That's nice. Gas valve staying stuck on. That's perfect. Just waste all my gas, why don't you? It's not that. I wonder if it's just a temperature thing. Really cold. Really cold. Gas valve stuck again. Cool. Gonna waste all my argon. Not trying to be that negative today. It's not having very good luck. uncomfortable. See your breath in here. Alright, so we want those, I've been alternating here, but we're going to let these things cool off a little bit. Not trying to get stuff too hot. Boy, but this torch is nice. I don't have any plugs from any of these people, but this is a CK17, like flex headed. This is nice. It's nice. It would have been really nice to use on my chassis. So, let those cool off. Alright, we're back. We lit off another heater, and while you guys were on the edge of your seat waiting, got some of these sweet exhaust clamps at Napa, and I just cut these. This is what I did while we were waiting. They're going to go on here. I'm going to take these up. These are going to be ghetto mounted on my frame to capture my race jacks. So right now, the floater housing that I built has just an indent for my race jacks, but there's nothing on the frame, and I want to be able to pick that up so I can put tires and take my tires on and off, work on the car. So race jack goes on the rear end to like warm it up, lift the car that way, and then have it be able to lift the car this way. And I just worry about these things. If I'm going to be crawling around under here and pulling transmissions and whatever I'm doing, stuff's kind of thin. Don't want to trust my life to it when I could just strengthen this just a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do that and keep TIG welding those things. So stand by. Probably bitch about the gas sticking on my welder some more. Alright, so what I forgot to say earlier was these sweet exhaust thing clamps that I got, they are they're hot, but the reason I'm going to weld them on the frame of the car, which sounds hokey, it is hokey. The 4-link brackets on the chassis side need replaced. They're the old 5/8 bolt, like they got like 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 or something in between bolt centers. There's not a lot of adjustment for the 4-link, and I don't know, since I haven't really raced the car very much, I feel like I got a pretty good 4-link tune-up in it, but if I have to move bars around, I would like the maximum amount of adjustment where the bars finally, their final resting places. So my plan is to eventually replace that, but I got to pull the whole back of the tin out of the car to do that, and I'm not going to do that for this race season. Also, Poor Line Racing Engines, we'll be back with another installment soon of finishing up that Hemi, and then it can go in the car. We're also going to do some other upgrades. I got a chassis recertification on the car to do. I'd like to put some, I need to do some X-bar door gussets and an X in the roof, and it should cert 6.0. So I'd like to get that done as well, but time. All right. All right, maybe these have cooled down enough. Ooh, maybe not. They look okay. All the welding critique, you guys can get in the comments here and let me know what a terrible job I did, or what an awesome job I did, or how you're proud of me. You know, these are sweet. So probably need a coat of paint. These are definitely C quality pieces here. They're $1.69 each. Yeah, but look at how strong that is now. I mean, that is just awesome. All right, so got those 3 things done. So what's left? Tons of stuff, but we're gonna clean off the chassis here and try to get this ready to weld these on. And there's probably some other stuff I can weld up. Well, I got the welder out, so yeah, stay tuned. I don't know where the camera is. We use this guy to help kind of hold these up here. We got a magnet to kind of get these things in place, get them kind of squared up. Yeah, so I'm going to turn this into a hyperlapse. Alright, I'm having a hard time in here not listening to music, and it looks like my chubby little ass broke my creeper. Thought I was like driving over some clothes, but it's just the wheel digging into the creeper. So that's got to be fixed. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys what I did. Yeah, not super pretty, but this thing needs a little love. I didn't put that in there. But here's my sweet rear end that I made, my wishbone. But yeah, this thing works, but it's gonna need some love at some point. And for now, exhaust clamp piece is sweet. So yeah, here's my Pro Jacks that I had to extend the bar here to grab this stuff. The rear end before was narrower on whoever I bought these from. to modify the fronts too, but I think we're ready. I think this thing's dialed. All right, so no music Saturday. Back here, just showed you guys underneath. So far, we've been out here for, I don't know, 2 hours. We got new anti-roll bar links made. We got a strut tool made. And we got these Pro Jacks set up to work under the car. Now, let's just keep it rolling here. Probably take this door off. I'm really working hard today to try to show you guys what we got cooking. Everything's going to be ready to rock and roll here for the next season. Gosh, I love my gas pedal. You know, it's the little things, guys. If you're wondering what these sweet bars are here, they're like, it's like a bevel frame rail kind of. Looks a little adjustable, like maybe you could put a little preload in there. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool thing that somebody did. Mike, I can't pronounce your last name, Mike, but this guy Mike built this chassis, and he did a hell of a job. It's a nice car. Like, it's a pretty nice car. I know it's not all painted, and like, this paint is probably old. I touched it up a little bit, but anyway, yeah, I'll see if I can't set this camera up and pull this pan out, pull the tranny cover off. All right, don't ever say those YouTubers aren't earning their money, because they are. This is a giant pain in the ass, making this video. Just not being able to listen to music, moving the camera around, and these shots are probably not even good. Okay, last time I had this off was literally September when I raced the car. Yeah, so our plan is not only icebox tranny cooler, but I'd really like to make sure that I have cooler lines that come over here and allow me to hook up my portable tranny cooler. That stuff being in the way. So, ooh, those quick pins are going to be rough getting out of there. I think we should hyperlap this again, so. All right, floorboards out of here. We're gonna put the ice tank right here. We're gonna fab up some brackets. Yeah, and then that way this tin's not trying to hold that thing. Then we'll get the floor mounted back in there and drill the holes from the bottom. All right. Icebox tranny cooler. Something like that. So I think we can get, very easily, we can get 3 of these tabs. This one probably not going to have a tab. Let's try to move it like there. one of the problems is I don't know that the sheet metal actually touches this bar or even gets that close to it. So we might have to build that up a little bit. Let me see what I got in my bag over here. All right, so we're laying a little bit of this out. Clean that up and mark on the tin where we gotta put our drain. All right, so let's close this up. Thanks for hanging with me today. I did a couple hours worth of work, went in and ate lunch, came back out here. Let me show you what I did here. Got this tab welded on, shot it with some spray paint, made that just a little piece of angle iron, welded on. That tube sits far below the surface of the main frame rail on the outer rocker tube. So anyway, I'm going to work on getting the floor pan back in here tomorrow, and icebox tank will have 3 mounting points, and then we'll just do one out here and through the tin with a big washer, and it's not going anywhere. So what else I wanted to show you guys was let's close this tripod thing up. All right, so this is what my buddy made me. Thing is sweet. We put I had an inverter laying around and he put it in here. So portable tranny cooler. Got temp gauge. Takes a DeWalt drill battery. Also plug her in. 2-8 fittings. It also has a filter in there. This thing is awesome. And Greg is going to make these to sell these. So I got to test it out. Give him some feedback. So I'm going to work on getting some different fittings in the pan. Because that thing's a -12. And then I'd like to plumb them over here. So I don't know if I just want to build a little bracket and just make it so I can just plug in. Get rid of my hydraulic hose loop there. Figure something out. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably keep making some videos, and let me know what you think of this one. Comment, like, subscribe. Have a good weekend.